yeah. How long it takes for someone to have a baby? 9 months.
Oh yeah, I was just what I was reading right there was says after this his wife Elizabeth became pregnant and for 5 months remained in seclusion. The Lord had promised to me.
That was just about seclusion. But she had the baby, and he wasn't able to speak until he wrote the name on the tablet. Now you can go down Luke 1, I believe 38 maybe is the verse, but you'll see he still wasn't even able to speak when the baby came out. He had to name the baby John, and then he can speak.
Right. So what I'm seeing here is regarding what the Quran, like, I don't really see it claiming like that Zechariah regained speech after exactly like 3 days, because I defined the three. I looked at the tafsir and it's identifying 3 days as the sign given to him, and we know that like a sign can be a certain, like, I guess, manifestation.
You can't. You cannot. You cannot force what your book says. The sign was that he will not be able to speak for 3 days. I see it right here, bro.
But no,
some of the translations put it 3 days and 3 nights. You can't force that into the entire term of the pregnancy. It just won't work, bro. So now I'm not giving you this passage to say, oh well, look, if you can't find an example of corruption, well then. Therefore, the Bible is true. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you guys use this corruption thing as a way to get away from everything that your Quran differs. Not every single thing, but I'm just speaking. So I'm giving you a passage right now. Muhammad clearly retold this story. Now that you don't have an idea of whether this is corrupted or not, or you said you don't believe it's corrupted, provide me with an example of why you take your Quranic version of this story over what's found in Luke. Because corruption can't work if you can't prove that verse was corrupted.
Right. So it says right here in this tafsir, for this especially, I don't think there even is a contradiction. I think there's a contradiction from a certain perspective. But what I'm looking at right here is that it says in the tafsir, it's that when Zachariah saw Allah provide sustenance, right here. Okay,
Josh,
so this is what it said. No, I got the tafsir. It said no.
Josh,
it says.
Let me just ask you real quick, and you can read the tafsir.
Yeah.
If God says Zechariah couldn't speak for 3 nights, 3 days and 3 nights, and then the original story was God said that Zechariah couldn't speak for the entire term of the pregnancy. Is that a contradiction?
Right. I'm going to explain why, because there's more nuance.
Well, no, I just want to know, is that a contradiction?
I mean, it would be an apparent contradiction. Yeah. Right.
All right. So that's what we're dealing with. In Luke, God said the entire term of the pregnancy. In your Quran, your God said 3 days and 3 nights.
Right. So Ibn Kathir, he does a commentary on this verse, and it says, your sign is that you shall not speak to the people for 3 days except by signals. And right after that, he explains, you will not be able to speak except with signals, although you are not mute. So it means that like Zechariah didn't merely he wasn't just choose silence for 3 days. It's Allah caused a temporary inability to speak. But that does not really solve the Luke comparison, because you're saying that Zechariah cannot speak until the day John is born, and in Quran it says Zechariah cannot speak for 3 days. So it's kind of tough. I'm being honest with you.
So is that different?
I mean, on the outside, yeah, but if we think about the deeper implications, like. The thing is framed
this is why I said I don't believe you're a Muslim. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, what I'm saying is like when it says this is a sign, an ayah, it's not a chronological statement. So when it says my Lord make a sign for me,
Josh,
that's not a chronological statement.
Josh, when you read your Quranic verse Hear him out, life. The story, the story is being told in the same order. When you read the Quran verse and when you read Luke 1, the angel appears to Zechariah, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. And then the angel then gives him news of what? His wife is going to become pregnant. He's going to bear a son, right?
Yep.
Then what happens? Zechariah is like, how? I'm old. We old, right?
Yep. It sounds like
it. And then in comes the silencing, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you can't say that there's a deeper implication when the same story is being told wrong. There ain't no wrapping your head around it because you don't want to have to justify why you yourself are going to submit to your Quran just having the right story now that you don't have an excuse of corruption. You see what happens when you don't have the excuse of the Bible's corrupted? Now you're stuck.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, I understand everything. Like, you make a really good argument, and I respect it. But like, what I'm trying to say is like the tafsir I just read, it says that there's a miraculous, like there's a miracle that happened regarding the inability to speak for 3 days as the sign given to Zechariah. The thing about it is in that tafsir, right? The verse nor the tafsir does it say that his speech returned after those 3 days. That's the part about it. So like the contradiction is going to be.
It's up to you, brother. If that's how you want to play it.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Like I'm being like totally fair.
I hear you, man. If that's what you want to tell yourself, it's all good, man. I can't help you, bro. Thank you for coming up, though, Josh. Man,
you don't want to ask. You don't. I can ask you some questions like you promised me.
You said you were going to give me a syllogism. That's about it.
It was yeah. Well, yeah. Kind of. It was just some simple questions regarding like.
No, you can just give me that syllogism, and then I'm going to move on because.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, how you just answered the question and how you just tried to hard sell yourself into believing what was coming out of your mouth. That's up to you, man. You could do that to yourself all you want. Respectfully, you seem like a respectable dude. I really think you're smarter than this, and there's just no point. I can't force it out of you, bro. You gotta want to be intelligent.
Okay. Do you believe Jesus is fully God and fully man?
You said you were giving me a syllogism in regards to
it's just a couple questions like regarding.
No, Josh. You said that you were going to give me a syllogism in regards to what I was presenting to you about why your Quran is historically inaccurate. Now you're trying to do Jesus as God. Are Muslims just like one-trick ponies? Do you guys are you guys able to like address anything other than how you don't understand how our God is? Like I genuinely don't care if a Muslim doesn't understand the Trinity, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
So if you trying to go into the Trinity, bro, you in the wrong lot.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go into the Trinity. I'm just trying to ask about like normal things regarding like who Jesus was in regards to his humanity and divinity. That's it. No Trinity stuff.
That has everything to do with the Trinity.
Really? Because I thought it had to do with the incarnation, and that was going to be distinct from the Trinity.
Which is part of the Trinity.
The incarnation. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to. I believe the Trinity is pretty coherent. Like, I don't see any problem with it. So I'm just asking about the like.
Well, there you go, my man.
If you like respectfully, like, could I just? My only problem is with the incarnation. Like, that's really my only problem.
Listen, Josh, I would have happily passed the mic to Word or Logic and let them talk to you about the Trinity. They do that all the time.
When you gave me 3:3, right? It says he revealed to you, O prophet, the book and truth, confirming what came before it. He revealed the Torah and the gospel. In the gospels, it says that Jesus is apparently in your paradigm that he's God. So that's why I'm doing this. Like it pertains especially to 3:3.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So is your Quran confirming the gospels?
Is the Quran confirming the gospels? As yeah, of course, and it's confirming.
Okay. So is your Quran confirming the gospels that say he's God?
No, that's what I'm trying to show you.
Then what gospels is it confirming?
It's confirming, like, I could say, like, when I read this like the other day. It would be Mark 13:32. I think it confirms
You
that.
trolling, bro.
I'm not.
You
Come
are.
on, just don't do that.
I'll let you,
I'm
man.
here.
I'm gonna pray for you, bro.
Yeah, life Jesus ain't know the hour.
What gospel is he confirming? Went right back to Mark.
You didn't tell me you was getting canes, bro.
They was closing, man. I had to hurry up and order that.